transportation of Agvet chemicals. People involved in all stages of the transport of agricultural and veterinary chemicals must be aware of the associated hazards. If handled incorrectly, chemical products can endanger people, property and the environment. To prevent this happening, laws have been developed for their safe handling, storage and transport. Some chemicals may pose an immediate or catastrophic hazard by virtue of being explosive, gas, flammable, reactive with moisture, highly toxic, corrosive or environmentally hazardous. These have been classified internationally by the United Nations as dangerous goods. A proportion of these, an estimated 20%, are agricultural and veterinary chemicals. The UNDG code, known as the Orange Book, is largely adopted as the Australian Dangerous Goods Code, the ADG code, and referenced in state territory transport legislation. Australian transport legislation and the ADG codes specify the rules, procedures and guidelines which must be observed by everyone involved in the transport of these goods. Agvet Reseller Network. Across Australia, rural retail premises provide the farming industry with an extensive range of products from the world's leading agricultural chemical companies. Their businesses range from independent store owners to premises that are part of major retail chains. They employ expert staff to offer advice on farm and paddock planning, soil testing, crop variety and fertiliser selection, weed, disease and insect identification and control measures. Agsafe business members must ensure that they stay legally compliant with the state and federal laws and regulations and meet the standards contained in the Industry Code of Practice for the safe transport, handling and storage of packaged agricultural and veterinary chemicals. Many quality assurance programs require participants to demonstrate their commitment to product stewardship by purchasing Agvet chemicals from Agsafe accredited suppliers. When chemicals are not stored or handled correctly, the risk of spills, environmental contamination, fires, and detrimental health effects to employees, customers and the community is increased. Under Australian regulations, both employers and employees are responsible for the safe storage and handling of chemicals in the workplace. This includes officers, for example company directors and board members, as well as both management and staff, who are collectively known as workers under Work Health and Safety, the WHS legislation. Understanding the requirements under relevant legislation is therefore extremely important to anyone working in an environment where chemicals are stored. Agsafe is CropLife Australia's world-recognised and awarded stewardship organisation. Agsafe was established in 1993 to deliver the plant science industry's flagship stewardship programs. These include Agsafe Member Services Accreditation and Training and the Drum Muster and ChemClear programs. These programs ensure the safe supply, use and disposal of agricultural and veterinary chemicals and containers through the supply chain. Agsafe training provides participants with the knowledge and understanding to safely and legally transport, handle and store chemicals in their state or territory. Individuals can become Agsafe members and benefit from expert advice on industry developments and regulatory requirements. The Agvet chemical resellers work in this part of the supply chain and safeguard the personal safety of employees and clients of the resellers and distributors, as well as minimising the potential for environmental pollution. Agsafe advises premises and retail stores against a comprehensive industry code. Agsafe train premises staff in safe handling, transport and sale of chemicals and provide ongoing support between store visits. Stores that sell Agvet chemicals do not have to be Agsafe accredited, but they do have to be compliant with a multitude of intersecting state and federal laws and regulations. Agsafe has specialised resources on the regulatory and industry standards landscape and over many years has captured this in an extensive code of practice. Accredited members get access to this code and a checklist/audit of tools that our facilitators use to determine whether premises are compliant or require corrective actions, as well as a range of other enhancing information and tools. This knowledge and support bank is continually being updated and improved by Agsafe and is accessible to Agsafe members. In the 25 years Agsafe has been accrediting member premises, the standard of chemical storage, handling and transport has improved significantly, and the staff that work in the premises can be confident that their AgVet chemical knowledge is kept up to date with Agsafe training. Faulty or improper packaging can lead to accidental leakage of chemicals during transport and present a significant safety hazard. Packaging should meet recognised performance standards and be able to withstand the conditions encountered during transport. The labelling and marking of chemical packages for transport and placarding, signage, of the vehicle used for transport are regulated by law as well as international codes of safe practice. Using unsuitable equipment or poor handling techniques can seriously damage packaging and increase the risk of spillage. Consequently, attention should be given to the following to ensure that workers loading or unloading any chemicals are adequately trained for the job. The need for forklift training is included in this area. Tools that can damage packaging are not used. Pallets and truck beds are free from any sharp edges and nails that could damage containers. And where possible, suitable mechanical handling equipment is used to reduce the risk of damage. Unloading of all packages of chemicals must be properly controlled to avoid impact damage. When goods are being received, they should be checked to ensure that quantities are correct and none has been lost in transit. If any spillage has occurred, the vehicle is cleaned immediately using a suitable spill kit. Never wash down with water without first absorbing spillage. Leaking containers are placed in a suitable recovery drum for return to the manufacturer. The recovery drum is appropriately marked. After the leak has been contained, damaged packs in recovery drums are handled accordingly to the supplier's instructions, and any wastes generated or disposed of in accordance with government regulations. Vehicles used to transport chemicals must be checked to ensure they are suitable for the job. Chemicals must never be carried in the passenger compartment of a vehicle because spilled chemicals and hazardous fumes can cause serious injury to the occupants. In an accident, an unsecured chemical drum can become a lethal projectile or rupture and cause a spill that not only affects the occupants of the car, but members of the public. The Ute It, Don't Boot It store campaign encourages end users to transport chemicals safely between store and rural workplace and the farm.